there needs to be more research done to get to the bottom of it, but it seems there's so many complaints by so many people, there has to be something behind it.
Now, can you explain to us in physical terms just what the problem is with low-frequency noise, or as you describe it, trailing edge or airfoil noise?
Okay, well, trailing edge noise isn't low-frequency noise, and the jury's still out whether it is actually low-frequency noise that's causing these problems. But trailing edge noise is the noise created by any wing shape passing through the air. So it happens on helicopter rotor blades and aircraft wings, but also on wind turbine noise. So it's a multi-frequency. It's got many components to it. Has high and reasonably low frequency noise components to it.
And what impacts does this noise have on human health?
Well, we don't know. What we do know is that wind turbine noise is more annoying than other types of noise, and we think that's because of the character of the noise created by a wind turbine blade, because the trailing edge of the wind turbine rotor blade creates a reasonably constant noise source, but as the rotor blade spins around, what the person hears on the ground is a modulated noise that becomes louder and softer with time, and it's that raising and lowering of the amplitude with time that we think makes it so annoying.
This noise that is generated, how far can it be heard?
Well, some people claim they can hear it up to 2 kilometres away, but certainly within a kilometre, people have noticed it, and you can measure it. Certainly measurements within a kilometre of wind turbines and wind farms.
How far do you think people should be building their houses from these turbines?
Oh, that's a pretty controversial issue.
It's very controversial, isn't it?
I don't think we really have enough evidence to firmly say what that should be. Certainly there's lots of regulations about what the noise should be around a wind farm, and I know some governments are now stopping development within a couple of kilometres of a wind farm, but I think the bottom line is we really need to do more fundamental investigations about the type of noise and how we can control it.
Are there plans to do that research?
Yes, we're doing that kind of research now. We've got fundamental research trying to understand the physics of what's creating the noise, doing wind tunnel tests and computer simulations, and we're looking to expand that further now so we can predict the noise of a whole wind turbine and whole wind farms and see how they all interact with each other.
Well, that was my next question. You have created this, or looking at developing a computer model to predict the noise output from wind farms. At what stage is this model at?
We're able to predict the noise from a wind turbine blade, and we're looking to, in the near future, to scale that up to a whole wind turbine.
How do you think this will aid the reduction of wind farm noise?
Oh, well, if we can understand and accurately predict the noise from one turbine and then see how 2 or 3 turbines interact and then a whole wind farm, we can try and make suggestions or design improvements to the blade shape, or also the placement of wind turbines or how they're operated, how much power they generate, or how the individual speeds of the wind turbines can be changed to reduce the overall noise.
Now, many countries, including Denmark, have recognised the concerns of Wind Turbine Syndrome, and as a result have built wind farms offshore. In your opinion, is that a viable option for Australia's energy companies? Maybe even in our own St Vincent's Gulf, as a way of reducing any health effects to the people of South Australia? Oh,
possibly. It's very expensive to put wind turbines offshore, and it may make the generation of renewable energy much more expensive. I think we need to get back to understanding what the problem is, and if we can fix it using the onshore wind turbines and existing wind farms, we can produce green power and keep people happy.
I know it's really early on and probably maybe a little too early to tell, but what sort of impact do you expect your research to have on state planning laws into the future?
Oh, hopefully we can provide good advice to how future wind turbines are designed and how they've operated and how they they plan where they're going to go and how you place the turbines, how close they should be, and how far they need to be from residences.